How does the original Clif brand energy bar compare to the store brand versions? Let's take a ride and we'll take a look at each one of these bars. Go ahead and start with the original Clif Bar. Made it to a nice little spot here, and there's so many different energy bars on the market today, but this one has kind of stayed around, I think probably 25 plus years. It's been around. It's kind of the original, kind of what started, kicked off all the energy bars that have been created. There's so many today. Even Clif Bar has a bunch of different flavors. But I noticed there was a couple other brands that have generic store brand. And though I haven't had a Clif Bar for a long time, so I thought I'd check this out again and then also compare it to a couple others that I have and just see taste-wise and take a look at the ingredients and see what the difference might be. And so looking at the ingredients of this, it's mostly organic ingredients. And all of these bars too, I think, are the same size, 2.4 ounces. And they're also all have 250 calories. The only main difference I noticed is the sugar amount varies a little bit. All have about, I think, 10 grams of protein, of the ones that I'm testing, checking out today, reviewing. And so that probably means the fats might be a little bit different. Otherwise, let's just go ahead and dig right into this, check it out. Almost every convenience store or grocery store carries these. Price range, they range from about, if you buy them individually, they're usually about at least $2 to $2.50 probably, maybe $3 in some areas. But if you buy them in a pack of 5 or 15, I think they come in, or 10, you can get them for a few cents over $1. So these look about how I remember, real dense. A few chocolate chips scattered in there. So, let's see. Not quite as sweet as I remember it being. Still dense, has a good amount of chew to it. But a little bit, I would say almost plain. There's not a lot of flavor. Even the chocolate chips don't add a lot to it. I remember this being a lot sweeter than it is. It has about 16 grams of sugar. So there is still a decent amount of sugar in there, but you can't taste it so much. It's still good. Let's keep riding and we'll check out the other brands next. So the first store brand version we're going to test out is the Walmart Great Value brand. I think this one is going to be the most accessible for people to find. One of the main store brand ones I wanted to try out. I don't think I've ever had this one. If I have, it's been a while. The main thing I noticed with this one is it does have about 4 grams more sugar, which is about a teaspoon more. So we'll see if this one has more flavor. I was a little disappointed in the Clif Bar. I thought it would taste more like a chocolate chip cookie. And the flavor, why I picked chocolate chip to test all these, is that is the one that I could find in all 3 that I'm reviewing. Even though Clif Bar has a ton of different flavors, the other store brand versions don't only have like 3 or 4. So chocolate chip was one that they all had in common. And this one does not have any organic ingredients. It is a little bit cheaper. It is cheaper than the Clif Bar. The Clif Bar is a little over $1. This is a little under $1. I think it's about around 90 cents if you buy it in a 15 pack. So let's open this one up. It looks about the same. Maybe looks a little bit darker in color. Does not appear to have as many chocolate chips. Very similar texture-wise. Slightly more sweet than the Clif Bar, but not real noticeable. I don't know if I can tell the difference between this and the Clif Bar version. It tastes pretty similar to me. This still does not have a lot of flavor either. I thought these had more flavor from what I remember having. I don't know if I've had this one, but the Clif Bar. So we've got 2 down. These are pretty comparable. I think if I was to go with one, I'd probably go with the Great Value just because it's cheaper in comparison to the Clif Bar. So this 3rd store brand, we'll try it out. Got it. All right, for the 3rd bar, we went with the Aldi version of the Clif Bar and their Elevation line of sports nutrition snack bars that they have. This one has the lowest amount of sugar yet at 13 grams of sugar, so less than the Great Value and less than the original Clif Bar too. This does have mostly organic ingredients, just like the original Clif Bar. So if that's something that's important to you, this might be a better option than the Great Value brand. But let's see how it tastes. This one's also about 90 cents a bar. When you buy it in, I think a 5-pack is the only thing it comes in at Aldi. And I realize Aldi is not available throughout the nation like Walmart is. It's mostly in the Midwest and eastern portion of the United States, a little bit in the southern portion too, southeast. But if you do have access to an Aldi, these are an option available. So like the others, this is same weight and same amount of overall calories and same amount of protein at 10 grams. This one does have a little bit more, it's like a little bit more texture to it. It looks a little bit drier. You can see the oats in it a little bit more. Still not a whole lot of chocolate chips. Let's give this one a taste here. This one does have a different flavor to it. Same texture. It's almost got a spice to it, like a cinnamon or a nutmeg. Let's see. It's real slight. Yeah, there is a little bit of cinnamon in this, which I don't know if the other ones had cinnamon in it. I kind of like it. It adds it had some flavor to it, which the others two didn't have. A little more bland. This one is a little bit more of a softer texture, but maybe that's because I've been riding for a while and it's warm outside and it may have just heated up to the right consistency. But that is one thing I've noticed too, is they're not all mushy from the heat, so they hold up well. You know, if they get smashed in your bag, it's no big deal. It's the same, they're just a smushed bar anyways. But they're still solid. I think if I was to give a ranking of these, I think this one is going to be my top choice, just because that added, there's a little bit more flavor to these. And I like the texture better. It's just more of a, the oats aren't quite as ground up. They're a little more coarse ground. So I like this. If you've got access to an Aldi, I think this one's my personal choice. But if you guys have you know, a favorite Clif Bar flavor, or there's some other store brand that I didn't think of, let me know down in the comments, and maybe I'll try out, you know, one of the other flavors of Clif Bars or another store brand. But I can see myself taking this one out, you know, bike camping, bike packing, just on long rides. But if you're out on a Sunday afternoon and just want a good snack and you're just out enjoying the day, this would be a good option. Easy to pack. Be interested to try some other flavors of the Clif Bar. Go back and try some of those, because they have so many different ones rather than just the regular chocolate chip. Otherwise, I'm going to close this out and I'll see you later. Get riding on home.